Well, of course, since I opened with so much coffee, I have to go make some coffee myself between shows. So, and I still made it on time. So very good. Good morning, Master Ryan. How you doing?
Morning. I'm like tired this morning. I'm really dragging this morning.
That's what happens when Tuesday nights you go out, to the drag club and stuff like that. So you'll be dragging the next morning.
Yeah, yeah. But usually I'm okay. But yeah, this morning I can't stop yawning.
Somebody didn't get no sleepy yesterday. So
No,
are you complaining about overtime?
no. I need the money.
Okay, there
Need
you
the
go.
money.
Good.
Truck needs to be fixed. I need the money.
Good for you. You're gonna go for that amount of money and fix it?
There's no way my OT just for a couple of weeks will cover the bulk of
No,
it.
no, no.
But
Of
if I
course
can
not.
get several hundred to put towards some of the more egregious concerns, um, then that'll definitely help, and I can start fixing the most concerning ones, and then keep on taking it back once I get the money. But the good thing, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but at first Mel and I were going to get this truck and
Okay.
then trade it in within
Yeah.
a year or two. It turns out though, when we were looking at the specs, we didn't delve deep enough into the options and in engine type that we had. So we thought our max tow capacity on the truck was only like 7,500. It turns out because it's a 3.5 liter EcoBoost F 150, we can actually pull up to 12,000 pounds, uh, which is one of the higher ratings. I think there's only one other model that can pull like 13,000 pounds in an F 150 class. Uh, so we actually don't need to trade this truck in
Oh,
anytime soon. So if we can get these fixed, we've got enough to get a bigger rig. I know CJ and Christine, their new rig is about 28 feet long, and it's only about 10,000 pounds or so, which is where we would want to stay for the 80%, 20%, what you can pull versus what you actually pull ratio to help offset sway and stuff like that. So that's at least the
now.
silver lining, is that
Yeah.
the truck we have can pull a bigger trailer, so we can start looking for that. But that's not going to happen until obviously we need to get the truck fixed with the cam phasers and the oil pan and the misfire piston and all this other shit that's come up.
Now, this is all at the dealership, right?
Yeah, so we're going to take it to our private mechanic
Thank you. I
because
was just gonna tell you that.
yeah, because sometimes I'm not a big fan of trusting dealerships
Me neither.
when it comes to
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I don't know. I guess I've been burned one too many times from dealerships saying that stuff needs to be done when it doesn't need to be done.
Yep. They're forcing you to give the truck away.
Yeah. And it
That's
didn't
how I
help
feel.
that right when they were telling me all this, oh, did you know we have a loyalty point system, and every bit of work that you get done here goes towards points that you can turn in for perks. And so now I'm like, so
Yep.
you're pushing your loyalty program at the same time you're telling me I've got all these tens of thousands of dollars worth of repairs, but if I join the loyalty program, then I can turn it in for more work that you guys would do for me, or discounts on stuff you guys would do for me. So I definitely want to take that into my own private, away from a dealership mechanic, and say,
Yeah.
this is what they're saying. Here's the video they gave us. Tell us if you agree.
Yeah. The car that we have is from Lagrange, which is about an hour, 15 minutes south of here. That's where my nephew used to work at. So in when I had it in New York, I used to take it to the Mitsubishi dealership. And a lot of times things were a little bit overpriced, and I still say it. So I end up taking it to a regular mechanic in Brooklyn, and things are getting a lot better. So now here, I don't take it to the dealership. I go to my best, whatever I need. But now I want to do the 120 point checkup, and I'm doing it to Pep Boys next Friday in the afternoon. So I'm gonna go find out what's going on with the car. It's a 10-year-old car. Alice says that it's making some kind of noise. I drive the car and I don't hear anything. And I put the volume down or the radio off because I'm always filming. I don't want any music, getting caught on the um, recording. And I also want the ambience of the outside roads and noises to be on the video, especially
Mm.
with trains and stuff like that. So I don't. I mean, the car feels good to me and everything. So, but to give her some peace of mind, let me take it to the place. Besides November the first, we are taking a road down to Miami. That's an 11-hour drive that we're doing, and then we'll do some more driving down there, and then on Sunday drive down to the city of Miami to leave the car out of the parking lot and take off on a cruise. So we'll check it out and see what's going on. Hopefully, there's something quickly that needs some taking care of, and I could take care of it now. I'll be doing it now. So yes. So let me go over to the chat and say good morning to the peeps that are here, hanging out with us, which is of course Sharon's also here. Good morning, Eddie. Lee's also here. Lee got my coffee and waiting. Yep, I went ahead and as soon as we got out Jimmy, I ran to the kitchen. I made myself a cup of Joe. This time I went black. I'm drinking black coffee. Yes, I just put a spoon of sugar in it, and that's it. Uh, Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Enfield, Mr. Lee. Thank you, John, for letting us know. Good morning, Eddie Lugo Studios. CME has a ton for today. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Lee, Sharon. Lee, hi, Ryan. Got coffee? Yes. I know. I don't know what he's drinking, but he's drinking something.
Yeah, I've got my Manatee Caribbean Delight blend. It's from a coffee factory just south of us in Brandon. And it pops up every now and then in Costco. And in the past, I've just ordered it right from them. But it's a medium roast that's got blends of coconut and almonds in there. And then we use our Italian Sweet Cream International Delight with 2 pumps of our sugar-free caramel sweetener. Froth it all up, and I have a little bundle of caramel coconut love.
Nice. Very nice. Hey, so Lee says, good morning, everyone. Mike also. Ryan is also here. DT Cruiser, top of the morning, Eddie, and everyone in the chat. I always thought DT here was from the other side of the pond. He's from Maryland. So, but it's just the way the stuff he put here. I thought he was English. Josiane, ¿cómo estaba, my dear? Good morning to you. Good morning, Sir John G. again. We have a bunch of more stuff. Stuff your boss Ray from Jimmy.
I about spit my coffee out when he started saying that.
That's right. Anthony in the move is also here. Good morning, everyone. Yo, yo, yo. Jen, ¿qué pasa, baby? Yeah, she's laughing at him too. Good. Jaden, Kennedy and Family Life. Tiffany, good morning. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving this past weekend. Able to spend time with family and within your own family. Had a good time. Everybody, Knuckleheads here too. Kind of Family Live, John G, PK, Steve Torres, Jimmy Diddy. Stuff my box rate. Oh my God. Somebody's getting something done here. All right. You bunch of knuckleheads. Hey, everybody. More good mornings. Everybody back and forth. With my Kia, the dealership's more expensive parts. They're faster and they don't find 5 other things that need repair every time they fix it. I wish I could hear that, but sometimes I take it to Mavis and they're like, oh, by the way, I like, oh, crap, here it comes. I always get hit with something. So, but I'd rather get it done there than at the dealership. Mr. Pete Fountain is also here. Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, sir. I mean, good afternoon to you. Yum, sea cow coffee. What? And of course, that this one is coming. Um,
You know what? I have to say that when Scott was talking about his meatballs this morning, the only thing that I could see in my head was Alec Baldwin on Saturday Night Live about his sweaty balls in their mouths. And I'm like, all I can think is Scott doing a skit with his Asian balls and Chris's sausage on the match game. I'm telling you, it'd go viral. It'd go viral. I want credit for that when you create that viral skit, Scott. I want my Asian balls next to Chris's sausage.
and Liz holding both.
There you go. We have a collaboration effort now.
Yeah,
for Scott's
even though
next
she's a vegetarian. So yeah, that'd be interesting. In her mouth taped up, like can't have none of this.
My wife's a vegetarian, Scott, but my sausage will handle your Asian balls.
Amen to that. There you go. Oh my God, that'd be freaking. I just could see her eyes popping open, like what the.
Why? Like, what the hell is going on?
They ain't gonna make it the first shot. They're gonna have to film that a few times, and then have Greg direct it too. Forget it. Don't even bring Michelle in there because Michelle will lap it all up and bust it all up.
Opens with the sultry saxophone solo. I hope you're writing all these notes down, Scott.
It's called delicious. That's just munching on his balls.
How did we get here so soon, Eddie?
You got my book going.
You got her brains going right now. The coffee's starting to get ideas. Oh my God.
There's a few ones that just went through my head. I'm like, I'm not about to say. Too early in the morning anyway to get everybody going here. So yes. Come on, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Quickie on a Wednesday morning. Yes, we just got here. A new beginning.
Are we going to have a quickie with Scott's Asian balls and Chris's sausage?
Ooh. Oh, baby. Saturday night. Don't miss it. A new chapter on the usual suspects. The balls.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No, you're not. No, you're not. If Alice is listening, she's like, ay, what's wrong with this?
What's two doing in there? I know my wife's probably thinking the same thing as she's getting ready for.
What the fruit?
What in the world?
Oh, Joshua. Oh, well. We'll get moving along. Yes, CME will be on at 8. And what's today? No CLA Journeys today. They are coming back on their cruise. Chet did say yesterday afternoon he had a live in the afternoon. He says he's going to try, depending on how early he gets out of the ship, hopefully when he gets to the car, they'll try to do a live on the way back from the port to their house. So they'll probably be live on that if they make it. So hopefully they make it. Otherwise, see you guys at 9 a.m. when go live together. All of us will be there with Ricky, Johnny, and Cheryl to give you some hopefully cruise notes today, since we didn't get to it yesterday. I mean, the chat on that show yesterday, you just kept going and going and going. Before you know it, it was 9:55. It's like, oh, what is about to hit us? So let's join over. Hi, Josiane from Mr. P. What's how's the weather in England right now, Mr. P? If you can let us know. Here's a nice 50s, clear supposedly, but you never know. Always a little bit of rain pops in. Looking at the map earlier on Jimmy's show, it seems to be all clear. So hopefully we'll stay like that. I could use some sun down here to keep the yard clear. Hopefully hopefully this weekend I'll finally get on a note and go outside and grab the machine and bring it out and finish up the yard. One of the tires is needs some air, so I got a pump here to get it done and put some gas in it and go around and do some cutting. He said it's great and dry, although the autumn feel has set in. Oh, nice. Same thing here. It's finally kicking in, even though it's not that cold yet, but it's getting there. I'm hoping that stay like this at least till November or a little bit after, and see how cool we get it during Christmas, during the December holidays and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. So we just I saw a signing of somebody walking by.
Yeah, that was Melly heading back and forth as she gets ready. She gets ready on the other side. She took over my daughter's bedroom as kind of her office and get ready in the morning.
Good
location.
Right. Nice. Lee says that he's going to go live today at 10 a.m. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right.
I got to keep both of them up because I'll have Vicky on one screen and Lee on the other.
Yeah, he's on the schedule for today. So yes, just found out a little while ago that there will not be no bowl crafting live today from Didi and Linda. Linda apparently has been filling up her box all night. So I don't know what she meant by that, but okay. So, and the guys are being kind of backing her up on the filling up of the box thing, Ray. So again,
be an extended fish tank, peaceful sleep to it than if Linda and Denise are not on today.
Yep.
Oh, you hear that?
What was that?
That is more Caribbean Delight coffee beans being freshly ground for more coffee.
Ooh, nice. Eddie posted last week that we wouldn't have a show today. Okay. It's in your community tab, okay? I didn't see that, so.
Dang, Eddie, she posted last week. You should know better.
But if you look at the schedule, it says they'll be back next week. So, no, this week. So, I got you covered, you bumbleclad.
I'll keep an eye out just in case Linda pops up. But if she doesn't, I'll run the fish stream longer.
No, just keep the live stream going.
It's good music just to have on in the background.
Yeah, keep it going.
I cleaned the tank yesterday, and I'll be damned if the water wasn't hot again. I had to throw more ice in because it wasn't as hot as it was before because it was getting up to like 86, 87 degrees. But it still got up to 82, and that was enough to start getting them to hang out near the top, and one of them was freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I really got to figure out. I think I'm going to invest in a like a pond water pump, one that it's just, you can submerge it and then I can hook a tube to it and I'll just, either do it in the bathtub. I'll have a 5-gallon bucket in there that I'll put in and turn the water on. So at least it's within the insulation of the pipes instead of coming from the black hose that's facing the sun. Because I'm sure that's what's making it hot as well. And hopefully that I could fill up the tank then with water that's running through the pipes in the house and it'll cool down a little bit. But
yeah,
it's becoming more of an issue lately. Just surprising because I've had the fish tank since 2020. They've never freaked out like this when I've done water changes with the water, but they're definitely sensitive to it now.
Wow. Is that salt water or soap water?
Mine's fresh water.
Okay, good. Very
They're
nice.
easier to manage as far as balancing the water conditions.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, cool. See, you learn something new every day. I thought about having an aquarium when I was younger, and then once when we started doing remodels at Petco, I started asking questions, and I'm like, no, this is everyday kind of maintenance kind of deal. So I said, no, I'm gonna be gone for weeks at a time. Alice is gonna be taking care of it. She's gonna be out of the house most of the day, and then eventually we got the cats. And the cats, good thing that they don't need any, attendance. They manage themselves. They don't need to be outside to go wee wee or anything like that. So the cats we leave them alone. Let they do whatever they please. So they own the house anyway. So like last night, I walked in here to bring some pills and stuff back. I turn around and here comes Pickles. Walked in like she owns the place. I'm like, where you think you're going? And what do you think? You own the place? And then Alex says to me, don't they?
Right.
I know, but this room is going to be, I'm done here for today. So come on, let's go. Get out. She's like looking at me like, I'm not going anywhere. I say, get out now. I have to like really push her and get her out. And it's like, what the hell, Most days. I leave during the day, I leave the door open if I'm not in here when I'm taking my nap and stuff like that. And usually in the afternoon when I finally get up and come make coffee before 3 o'clock, I look in and she's in the middle of the sofa sleeping. Pickles. She's out, like nothing in the world is happening. So I just leave her alone and I do my thing. And then she'll finally wake up, come around my legs for a bit, and then she's gone again, going outside. And here comes Pebbles to do the same thing, just to say, "No, what about me? Don't forget me." So yes. I happily post the fish to you guys. We have a raised pond in the garden, and it's a pendies.
Yeah, we tried when Desi went in for her scoliosis back surgery. We got a 33-gallon tank, and we did do salt water with some clownfish, some sea urchins, some amenities, and we could not, for the frickin' life of us, keep the water balanced to avoid red algae or green algae. And it just took over the damn tank. And no matter how much we tried, we just could not do it. And so, from what I understand, if you're going to try to maintain a saltwater tank on your own, you either need to have done it for a long time, or you need to start with like a humongous tank, because they said the more water you have, the easier it is to balance it, because anything that might occur to throw off the levels is mitigated by the higher concentration of water, and you'll have more of a chance to get it corrected before it gets to the point that it did with the smaller tank. And I was like, after dealing with that, because she was on her back for weeks and couldn't move, I'm trying to maintain it, and I was like, all right, I had already bought this tank and it was sitting out there, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. It probably would have been easier because this is 125 gallon, but all that work and all the money, because it's not like when I want to do a water change, I can just do the water change with the hose water. It was either I had to buy 125 gallons of seawater from the fish store, or try to get some sort of reverse osmosis system that takes out most of the stuff, and then build it back with my own salt, and then use this salt thermometer thingamabobby to look at it and figure out where the salt salinity levels were. And I was like, oh my God, nope. Go into freshwater, and we went with cichlids because they're more colorful, although all my color died. Hey, Moody. Hey. But since I do have babies, what am I, a moose? Moose knuckles. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love you too.
Have a great day, YouTube.
We'll try to behave.
Yeah, we'll try to.
I don't know.
But yeah, since I have babies now in the fish tank, they're still not big enough for anyone to see yet. They're all hanging out, staying away from the big fish. But once they get big enough, it'll be nice. But when they get big enough, I'm going to get some new fish that are more colorful, and introduce them in with the smaller fish, so that way they're not picked on, and they can hopefully kind of feel like part of that new brood. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to get some of my bigger fish out when they start growing up, because I'm not going to run into the same problem I did before.
Yeah.
That tank probably only needs about 25 fish, and I think I had 55 fish before the spike. And I was actively trying to get a fish store to see if they would buy them. All right. And they were like, yeah, send us pictures to our Facebook page and we'll respond. No response, no response, no response. A week later, like the day I was like, okay, I'm going to reach out to them today. That's when the crap hit the fan in there. And I was like, well, I'm not going to need to do that anymore because they're all dead. I got nobody to trade in now.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Yeah. It's like every time we did different the pet culture, like I was saying, every time we did a new store, there were always displays of tanks and all that. They weren't just getting rid of it. And we're working in Portland, Portland State. So there's no way of me to shipping it to New York, and it would have cost me an hour and a leg just to ship it. So I'm like, this is a good temptation, but nope, I cannot get into this thing because it's a constant maintenance thing, and no. So
I honestly still don't see how. Because I know there are fish stores you can buy fish and they literally ship them through the mail. Yeah. It's like, how the heck do they get it to the point where the fish can not get stressed beyond belief going through the mail? Because damn well.
At the store in the morning, throughout the day, you see UPS and FedEx coming in with these big foam tanks. And then these guys come over, they open them up and start getting bags out of fish. And we're like, what the hell?
Right?
How the hell is that possible?
I was like, because there's no damn way that they are not like tumbling the boxes and all of that stuff while it's going through conveyor belts and things like that. So I've always wondered, I'm like, I know there's stress coat and stuff like that that's supposed to help them be able to stand that, but it just seems like, man, that would be a lot of stress in a short amount of time. Hell, if I get my water 5 degrees too hot, they start freaking out.
Yeah. So it was an interesting thing to see. So I mean, and we're like, what the hell? I used to go over to the talking not just fish now, but the mices. I used to go up to the cages and grab a female or one male. I used to grab one of the males and throw in the female's tank section. Oh, you see that thing, that little mouth going all over the place. and me and that I was working with me, they were like looking at it, going like, "Come on! I got $20 in here. And he's gonna." And then you could hear the employees when they find out, they're like, "Who the hell?" I'm like, la 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 la. The next time I'll be doing the same thing again, grabbing one and go doink, drop it on the other side. It was nice seeing him going all over the place. Hola, baby. Alice is at work already. Nice. She made it safely. Good. Good. And Mike is sending me a picture of how he drinks his coffee in the morning.
Oh, there you go.
In his lap. So, look at him. My cats won't let me do that. Because might let me grab her for a little bit, maybe for about a minute. And then she started doing this. Like, okay, time to let go. Pebbles, forget it. Pebbles, you get close to her and she's takes up like a bandit. I'm like, no, you're not gonna grab me. I was surprised this morning when I got out of the bed, and because was laying in one of the chairs in the living room, and she calls me over. She goes, yeah. So I went over to her and said, what's going on? She kind of spread on her side and then she opened her legs like, okay, rub my belly. I was surprised that that's the third time she lets me rub her belly. So when they do that, they trust you. So I gave her a nice rub in the belly. I grab her in the ears and all that, and give her a nice in the back. She felt a little like cool fur, and I gave her a nice back and forth. Kept it warm and ready. And then I say, "Oh, baby, okay, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for the morning." So I see in a little bit. And as soon as I walked in here in the studio, who is coming behind me? She did. Like, oh, just it's something sometimes, you know. But I love the little one, you know. Mandy, good morning, my dear. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're getting ready for your day. And it's a good day today. Seems like it's gonna be a good sunny, little cool day, but we'll see. Maybe the weather later will get a little warmer. It's supposed to be in the 70s up to the 80s this afternoon. 82 around 4, and then drop back down to the 70s again, 60s overnight, and then 50s in the morning once again. So it's just
Yeah, it
getting a
looks-
little cooler for the rest of the year. So
yeah, I was gonna say my mornings are like in the 60s, so I'm actually gonna be opening and get a cross breeze in here. But it's gonna get up to 85 again today. So
yeah, for now, and then maybe November, December, you start getting a better breeze out there. I remember a few years back, I had some friends from Puerto Rico that came over to SeaWorld in Orlando, and I met them there. And that morning was in the 40s. These people were shaking, they were complaining, they were drinking a lot of coffee. They even went to the SeaWorld store and bought jackets, gloves, scarves, and all that. And like, this is only for a couple hours. Come on, you know, you could rub it in for a bit. And they
right.
bought all that stuff because they were too cold. And then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you see them carrying the jackets, carrying everything else. It's like, see, I told you it was just going to be for a couple hours. But I didn't mind because that afternoon when I left home with jackets and gloves and all that stuff for me. So I didn't mind.
Right.
You know, it's only get a little cold down in Miami. Back in those days when I lived in Miami was the late December and January. That's when it got a little cool. If anything, you know, there were a few days I got down to the 20s, and then it was, you know, a few days later, boom, back up. You know, the weather is so weird down there. It could be 70 degrees right now, 40 in the afternoon, 70 at night again. So it was just, I never knew how the weather was going to be. So I always carry either a hoodie or something with me in the car. But
Yeah.
most of the times I was in shorts and shirt, you know. So when I moved to New York, I was used to the cool weather because I always like cool weather more than anything. You know, at home I was always inside the house. I hardly ever hang outside, getting burned up with the sun and all that. I wasn't not much of a beach person anyway. Not even when I lived in Puerto Rico. I hardly ever went to the beach. When I worked there from '93 till '99, when I went back to work for Toys R Us down there, you know, maybe twice I went to the beach to for a pleasure, you know, wetting my feet and getting out. No swimming or anything like that. In a pool, I will go swimming anytime. But out on the ocean, no, I used to do it, but not anymore. So,
Right.
you know, my fear of sharks is very profound now. So I rather chill on the coast and look for the snails and stuff on the beach. And sometimes I like to take a long walk, look for rocks, coral. Sometimes you find weird stuff. So yes, so just the way it is, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know, you could bring some of that stuff to your tank and put them in there, and it'd be nice little souvenirs, but stuff like that. But and shells. I always collect. I always take like one of those things like this or pills and fill it up with shells and then bring it back. Either PR or any other like in Bermuda. We did it in Bermuda.
Oh,
Walked
nice.
around for a little bit. Not much in the we didn't hit the water at all to the beach to go. I know Alex would have loved to, but I'm not a beach person. I know I don't mind getting my feet wet, and that's it. Like when we did Grape Syrah back in 2018, she went and out on the water. She had a floaty and all that. Me, I just stay in the lounge and just chill there. You know, just waited for the whole thing to. When she told me that was it was a lot of rocks in the out on the sand, so I said, no, I'm glad that I stay behind. I'm not into
Nice.
that stuff. So now I have my own walking wet shoes to go in. I know that if we do when we go now in I believe we're gonna go this time in this round. We're gonna stop there, so I'll probably check it out. It seems like they cleaned up the beach a lot too. Hopefully, they took a lot of those rocks out. It has changed. The place has changed a lot back from when we went there in 2018 to now. So it seems like it's been taken care of. So hopefully, the beach is much easier now that I'm able to walk out. I don't mind taking a couple of feet in, but that's about it. I'm telling you, me and the ocean don't get along whatsoever. So,
Right.
oh, see,
All right. Oh,
guys
I'll be
always
right back
throwing me-
while you talk to the chat. Peachy's
Yeah.
out.
this guy is always throwing me down the deep end. Take a chance to swim with sharks and stingrays and manta rays. No, 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 and no. That's not happening. Especially manta rays with their tails and all that, like happened to that guy Erwin, the Australian guy. No, I don't need to have none of that. No, no business of me getting in their world. Let them come to my world. Let them walk around in sand and stuff like that with me, and we'll chill for a bit. But other than that, no, leave it alone. I don't mess with sharks. I don't mess with stingrays. I don't mess with any of them. So yes. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing? Sharks, no good. Amen to that. You see? Nope. I do not want none of that stuff. The last storm that happened in Boynton Beach in Florida, there was a parking lot flooded, and what did they film? A shark, a small little shark swimming, in those little waters in there. And like you see, even in land, when that's the bad thing about a storm. When a hurricane hits Florida, that's always that overwater and the fish shark nearby. They might come inland, and also some of those crocs they could stand seawater, and they'll go in it. And if you're not paying attention to where you're at, you think it's about a foot deep, and you're walking around because you think it's inland, and those things could come out and bite you. So nope, I have no desire to go find out or do any of that crazy stuff. So just not chatting much, listening is working in my comeback creating. Lee, don't worry about it. That's the whole thing of the chat here. Just hang out, chill, and you say a few comments when you want to. No, don't worry. I thank you for at least lurking. This is what we call lurking. So just lurk all you want. No big deal. Just as Eddie, can you pet nurse sharks? If I'm in the aquarium and we get close to it and we get near, they're slimy. Their skin is very slimy. So that's all that salt in the water makes it. It just feels weird. You're not supposed to be touching them anyway. You're not supposed to be removing that cover of saltiness that they have on, protect their skin. That's how they breathe through that and gills and stuff. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not touch an animal. I'd rather have a pet, a dog or a cat with me before I touch a shark. I want to stay away from them as much as possible. Oh, Manny says I love to swim with the sharks. You go right ahead, my dear. You go right ahead. You could do all the swimming you want. Not me. No, no, and no. I got my soul kicked out of my body when I was 15 with a great white, and no, yeah, never getting back in the water like that. So, especially in deep snorkeling, no. If I don't see what's out there, sometimes the ocean could be a little tricky. You think you're by yourself, and you never know what's watching you. So, nope. No, thank you. There are many things in life you can do, but should you? See, John Gamma, I could not say it any better than that. Yeah. Because it's out there doesn't mean that it needs to be touched. Doesn't mean to be that you need to go out there and find out what it is. Because sometimes you need to be careful. Find out what you're getting yourself into first before you hop into it. So that's why me, once again, me and the ocean we do not get along. Mike, have you seen a great white shark up close? Their shark skin feels like leather sandpaper. It's pretty cool on my channel. the opening video, you could see me actually touching one. That's a nurse shark. They're talking about what about a great white? That's my problem. I had a great white next to me, and when I was in, and I'm telling you, my soul left my body, and I froze. So I think by me freezing, that's what got me lucky enough to get out. But nope, never, ever again. I will even try.
Oh,
To,
nurse sharks,
get in.
yes.
Yeah.
I swim with them in Belize.
Yep. Have fun. But I see all the videos, all the pictures you want to show me. That's it. That's fine. But nope, no, and no. I will not be hopping into anything like that. I don't care how much money you want to pay me. Nope, it's not happening. One bite and that could be it. So, and I want to keep my legs where they at. I want to keep my arms where they at. So I know legs are replaceable. They're easy to deal with. Arm, it's a whole different story. So no. Mike says, Sharon, I've seen them, but I wasn't in the water when I saw them. Yep. Yeah. Me both. I seen them from outside and seen them from in the water. So no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. It's an amazing sight, scary freaking sight too, and I just don't. No, I don't recommend. I'm not gonna tell anybody to go jump in. Mr. Paul, sir, how you doing? Hello, Lugo. Driving and listening. He always says, "Hello, Lugo."
Hello.
Looking forward to see you in Helen next year in March. Yes, sir. Sharon said you also. So let's go get ready to go over to CME. They should be on in a couple of minutes. And I want to thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with us here this morning. Thank you, Mr. Ryan Parker, for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we both will see you all at 9 a.m. with also Ricky, Jeremy, and Cheryl. We'll be hanging out and doing some crazy stuff today again and see what happens. So
Yeah.
go
So
ahead
let's
and
see. Tell Marsha hi from you, and
Yep.
tell Kirk to go sliding his socks and break his arm. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That already happened.
big shoulder doing some crazy stunt. So just one of those deals. But what the hell? Just go over there and tell them all that good stuff and all that good.
Give them good vibes for good healing.
Amen to that. So see you guys in a bit. Everybody have a great morning. If we don't see you again, have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
See y'all.
Bye.